Namaste World Racer, Sabine and Roger here. Today we're going to listen to Shri Hari Stotram with Sanskrit translation into English. Our World Racer Shikha posted this one on Discord, where all members of ours are welcomed, and we're so much looking forward to this. The last Stotram we listened to just blew up and we really loved it. The Shiva, if you haven't watched it, one of the few probably. So if you wanna support this one and make it big too, that many people see it, hit the like button. That is the best way to do it.
Yeah, so Hari, I believe, is another...
Hari.
Oh yeah, Hari. No. I always say it wrong.
Oh, God.
Hari. Well, Supreme Lord Hari knows what I mean. Knows my heart and my soul and knows what I'm talking about. So Shri Hari, I believe, is another name for Supreme Lord Vishnu and Krishna. So very much looking forward to this. We just finished the Bhagavad Gita. Blew Sabine's mind wide open. Mine was already blown open a while ago. So very much diving into devotion and being of service and all of the teachings in there. So let's practice some devotion right now.
Om Namo Narayana. Narayanaya? That's relaxing. It's the opposite to the Shiva one.
Yeah, this is nice. Ooh, I like it.
Face adorned with smile. I love it.
So beautiful.
Wow. Goes right into the heart. Who kills enemies of Lord Shiva?
Pretty hair, thick with your pipe.
Yeah. Oh, Vaikuntha. What is that?
This is the abode.
Oh, I feel it. heaviest among heavy people.
Heroic. Takes you to the other shore. Hear the mountains, Krishna. Above all beings. The world of Vishnu, yes please. And he would never undergo sorrow.
What? I didn't read that. Why did it?
Oh, you were waiting for the music?
Well, I was waiting for the... Of course, I don't want to be spoiled.
That was the end of the mantra.
Oh no.
It's just explaining what happens when you read it. The one who reads with peace this octet on Hari, which is the destroyer of sorrow, would definitely reach the world of Vishnu, which is always without sorrow, and he would never undergo sorrow ever.
No.
Yes, please.
That was so beautiful.
I loved it.
That was so beautiful. Who is the singer? Is she a famous singer?
Yeah, no idea.
Let us know.
Should we check the description? Maybe
that was so beautiful. No, it just says it's composed by Swami
Brahmananda, a great ascetic. So just like the other one, the Ravan Tandava Shiva one.
Stotram,
yeah, it was composed by Ravan. This one's composed by this great ascetic.
Okay.
So regular recitation of this octet ends all miseries of birth and old age. And the devotee reaches the abode of Hari, which is always free from all sufferings.
Oh, I love it. And each verse starts with I worship and worship him. I love it.
Yes. And if you guys joined us for our Bhagavad Gita that just wrapped up, you know what happened there. We were all about the worship and the devotion and seeking the truth. So this is a very good wrap up to that.
So beautiful. It's like I worship and worship him. You know, it's not just I worship him. There's like emphasis. I worship and worship him. Like there is no end to my...
And worship, yes.
Exactly, there's no end. There is just Vishnu, and I just worship.
Yeah, devotion, true bhakti, being a true devotee of the Lord. So, yeah, that's what we need to do. And understanding that, you know, this is our source. We wouldn't exist without Hari, Supreme Lord Krishna.
Absolutely. Right? Okay, let's go through the text again and see if we understand everything. Because there were definitely a few things that I didn't know where to place it and what it actually means.
Yeah. I worship and worship him who is the protector of the world, who wears shining a garland on his neck, who has a forehead like autumn moon, who is the god of death to great asuras, who has the blue color of the sky, who has unstoppable powers of illusion, and who is the helper to goddess Lakshmi.
Okay, so who has unstoppable powers of illusion? Is that meant that our egos? Like,
yeah, it could be. So, yeah, duality, right?
Wow, nice.
The great Maya. I worship and worship him who always lives in the sea, who has a smile like a flower, who lives everywhere in the world, who has the sparkle of 100 suns, who has mace and holy wheel as armaments, who wears yellow clothes, and who has a sweet face adorned with smile, So always lives in the sea. I think that's the, the primordial ocean, the cosmic ocean of space. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe so. Yeah, so Vishnu is depicted, laying on the snake, right? And then with, I think, is it Lakshmi? I'm not too sure. But somebody's like, his consort is rubbing his legs.
Well, it's the helper. Oh, who is the helper to goddess? He's the helper.
So he's
to
the
her.
helper to goddess Lakshmi, but so is Lakshmi the wife?
Who lives everywhere in the world.
The divine spark.
Everywhere.
The Paramatman and the Atman. The soul and all sentient beings.
And always wears a smile on his face. Are you always wearing a smile on your face?
I worship and worship him, who is the garland in the neck of Lakshmi, who is the essence of Vedas, who lives inside water, who lightens the weight of earth, who has a form which is eternally pleasing, who has a form which attracts the mind, and who has assumed several forms.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
So the incarnation, into all the avatars. The essence of the Vedas. So the supreme absolute truth, right? The heart of all the sacred scriptures, pleasing to the mind or attracts the mind, right? So a sincere, devoted seeker of truth, is being attracted and pulled by, Hari, Vishnu,
Hari.
Krishna.
I'll never forget that word again.
I worship and worship him who does not have birth or aging, who is full of eternal happiness, who is always interested in peace, who does not have anything new, who is the cause of birth of this world, who is the protector of the Deva army, and who is the bridge between the three worlds.
So amazing. And the three worlds, is it the God realms? Or
yeah, probably the God realms, and then the human realm, and then the
hell realms.
Hell realms, perhaps.
Let us know.
Yeah, not too sure, but just being that bridge, you got to think about, how do we incarnate in other realms? Like in another lifetime, if we go to a completely different realm of existence, how would we get there, right? It's because, Shree Hari, the infinite field of consciousness, the formless field, there's a consciousness there. So our consciousness can manifest in, other beings and take birth in other realms because of that bridge, right? Because of that consciousness. So he's, guiding souls to where they need to go based on their karma, right? So the bridge.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And who does not have birth and aging. The timeless,
beginningless source. I worship and worship him who is the singer of the Vedas, who rides on the king of birds, who is the cause of salvation, who kills enemies of Lord Shiva, who is very partial to his devotees, who is the root of the tree of the world, and is the exterminator of all sorrows. Yes, so the king of the birds, I believe, is the Garuda. So he rides the Garuda, and the singer of the Vedas, and the cause of salvation. And we know this just from our study of, enlightenment and liberation and moksha, that there's a part of, you need God takes the final step, right? So without the supreme absolute source, there's nothing to go to, right? So there needs to be something.
Not that 20% of our subscribers would care, because I'd rather have $1 million.
Yeah.
That was surprising. No, 30%, not 20, 30%.
So you get the million, you get the $1 million, and then you use it to practice generosity and
It's
charity
beautiful.
and
It's
all
very,
that.
very sweet.
It's very inspiring, right? And
very
get some
sweet.
good karma and some merit. So actually very wise, perhaps, that eventually that could lead to the moksha. But if you were given the option, and then you want to use the money to get moksha, why wouldn't you just pick moksha to begin with?
Because maybe it's like the path of the bodhisattva. Why would you be liberated
Oh,
and disappear
yeah.
maybe
Right
before
on.
helping others?
So that's fantastic. Then we have 30,
Oh my god, I just read, yeah.
30% bodhisattvas out there.
Yay!
So great.
Wow, and so 30% bodhisattvas and 70%, attaining
Moksha. Yeah.
moksha.
Liberation
now. That just made my day.
Yeah,
It's
very
beautiful. Aww.
So if you haven't voted on that poll, go vote.
Go vote. Oh yeah.
Yeah. What would you do? Moksha or $1 million?
I feel so selfish now that I voted moksha.
Yeah, I voted moksha too. I'm gonna go change my vote.
Yeah, you inspired us. 30%, you rock.
Because because you could think about it like this: you get the $1 million, and then you can give it away, and then you just help the world, and you're still going for moksha, right?
Yeah. Maybe all is well. I have one question. Who kills enemies of Lord Shiva?
Oh, yeah.
Why is Lord Shiva being mentioned here, especially? Because, every god, I guess, has enemies.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
what is the story behind that? Let us know.
Yeah, and who are the enemies of Lord Shiva? I would not want to be his enemy.
Who is so courageous or stupid? Can only be demon.
I love Lord Shiva. I worship and worship him, who is the Lord of all devas, who has a pretty hair frequented by bees, who has this earth as a part of him, who has a body as clear as the sky, who always has a holy mane, who has no attachments to this world, and has Vaikuntha as his home.
Let us know more about Vaikuntha, please.
The abode.
The abode.
I worship and worship him who is the strongest among devas, who is the greatest among the 3 worlds, who is the heaviest among heavy people,
That is funny.
who is always heroic in battle, who is the great hero of heroes, and takes you across the sea of life. Absolutely. You may take me whenever you wish. I worship and worship him who keeps Lakshmi on his left side, who can be approached by yagas, who is not interested in anything, who carried the Govardhana mountain, who is pure music to great sages, who is served by devas, and who is above all beings.
Beautiful. Let us know what yagas are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So above all beings, which means the highest of the high. So all beings. So for me, a being is any entity that encompasses a consciousness, a conscious mind. So an Atman or a soul. So embodied or not. So I see it as, all the gods, all the god realms, all the demigod realms, basically anything, any sentient being, is a being, and he is above all.
Yeah.
So to me, that's just pointing to the supreme absolute source of absolutely everything in existence.
That was so nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful. I'm putting this in my playlist.
Oh, yeah.
And now that I know the meaning, so I really wanted to go through and, reread everything, just so I can hold it in mind as I'm listening to, the chant, the Stotram. So then I can hold it in mind, hold Shri Hari in mind and the divine form and all the attributes, and get into that bliss state of pure devotion. So thank you so much if you got into some bliss states of devotion with me.
Into some Brahmic bliss.
Let us know in the comments, and thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
Let us know what you think down in the comments, and remember, raise yourself
and raise the world. Thank you so much, Shikar, for this beautiful video. We love you.
Peace.